The Empire is beset by civil war once more. Secessionists hostile to your election as Emperor are trying to form a breakaway province to the south. Advance, crush them, and bring the lands back to your sovereign rule. To the north, Boris Todbringer of Middenheim, a bitter rival in the recent election, is openly hostile. A clash with Todbringer and the wolves of Middenland may well be unavoidable if you wish to unify the Empire. Plan for this eventuality. The Empire has ever been besieged by foes, but you are a prince of Altdorf. Greatness runs in your very blood. Make the Heldenhammer proud.
Welcome back to Spur of the Moment. This is Jim, and today we're going to be playing some Warhammer Total War 2. And we're going to be playing as the vanilla faction? The regular faction. I don't know, the closest to any other faction you're going to find. The Empire. So we have our man Karl Franz here, and our advisor, the white, I don't know, Raven. He's an old guy that gives you missions and stuff and tells you what's what. We're going to go out here and try to reclaim parts of the Empire that are rebelling against us. For we are the Emperor and the best hope for humanity. So here we go. We're going to go take on Helmut Ludenhof.
Attack!
Okay, so like any Total War game, we have our real-time strategy outside of our turn-based economics.
The Empire endures!
So we got a bunch of different types of units here. We got spearmen, which are really basic melee infantry units. They're particularly good against large units and nothing else. We have halberdiers, which are pretty much just better versions of the spearmen. They have armor piercing, they have more damage, they have more leadership, attack. Pretty much everything that a spearman has, the halberdier is better in. And then we have swordsmen, who are the very generic melee people. They are really only good for holding the line and fighting melee units that specialize in fighting something else. Like these spearmen over here, great targets for our swordsmen to fight, except that their swordsmen will be able to fight our spearmen and halberdiers better. And then we also have Reikland, which are a they're like a mid-tier cavalry unit, but considering that it's the beginning of the game and these guys have nothing but low-tier units, they're going to do a lot of work for us. We got handgunners, which are just guys with guns. Rifles, really. But, yeah. And then we got crossbowmen, who are, as you'd expect, guys with crossbows. Very talkative.
For the comet! Ready! Hand gunners! Swordsmen! The Empire endures! Reichsguard Knights!
Alright, so here's how we're going to start this up. We have an advantage in almost every way in this battle.
Yes, my lord! Go!
So we're going to see if we can't use our range advantage to draw them over this way.
Swordsmen! At speed! Fire! By Ulrich's wrath! Charge! Yes, General! Attack the men! For France! To battle!
As you guys will learn throughout this playthrough of the campaign, everybody really loves to say the name Karl Franz, or Franz. He's a big deal for everybody here.
Halberdiers! Take position! And gunners! Pick them off! Ready? Attack!
So some things you can see that have happened. The ranged barrage got those guys running away because they were taking too much damage. So I can have them focus on other things. I've got these guys shooting these individuals who are tied up in melee, but I have a clear line of sight, so that's unfortunate for them. Archer types or crossbow types, they can shoot over units effectively, so I'm not going to be taking so much unit damage for firing over my guys. I might still take some residual damage, but not nearly as much as the enemy's going to be taking. And then I was able to get a flank on these guys, which drops their morale and fighting capability. So, yeah, we were able to win this battle, which we definitely had an advantage on, but we won it with next to no losses, as you'll see in the victory screen. So as you can see, we only had 15 losses there, and a bit of damage on our man Franz. But all things considered, we did a lot better than them. They lost 281 people, had 28 guys captured, so they only have 29 guys or 290 guys left. We didn't destroy any of their units outright, so they're going to retreat here. We're going to take on some captives just to fill in the things we lost. Now it's only 3%, but that's 3% of the total, not 3% of what we lost. So it might actually get us back to 100% on all of our units.
My orders are to move.
It is important to act quickly if you have any intention of securing lasting authority over the Empire. The people must learn that open dissent cannot be tolerated. Capture Grunberg and snuff out the resistance there.
Kind of makes it sound evil. Anyhow.
Onwards!
Since we can't actually make it to Grunberg, you know, this area is how far you can move still with whatever unit is. We're going to pull back to our borders, where we'll be able to recruit some people. And at this moment in
the name of Magnus,
mostly more of the swordsmen, because it's always good to have your melee guys. And we're going to get some of these Free Company militia guys, who are kind of a halfway between a swordsman and a handgunner. Think of them like swashbucklers. They have pistols, but they're also decent when fighting in melee. In fact, they have very much the same. Well, they have at least similar stats in a lot of ways. In terms of their weapon strength, it's the same. These are slightly worse at fighting, but they do get their gun. In a straight fight where swordsmen come up to the militiamen, the militiamen will have a slight bit of edge because they've done firing into them beforehand. But they can be nice if you get a flank around on somebody. They can fire in, but sometimes flanking is dangerous, so they do have their swords to fight off guys that come after them also. Anyways, they're going to be getting hired. We're going to go ahead and pick a skill here for Karl Franz. I like to take this blue path, which is like campaign map abilities to start until I get this lightning strike. So if I ever have two armies coming down on me, I can fight just one of them at a time, which is where I typically do my best work. And we're going to go to Alt Door for capital and level it up. So that's that. Alright, so it's going to be our turn again. Now, over the course of the turn, a couple things happen to remind us that we are one small part of a much, much greater world out there. But the von Karsteins declare war on Stirland. Von Karsteins are this group of vampires, and Stirland is actually... Yeah, Stirland's over here. They used to have territory over here, the Moot, but that is not theirs anymore. Also, Varg has declared war on Kislev. Kislev's a bunch of humans that live in this area, and Varg is a bunch of Norse raiders that live over here. So, you know, that's pretty much out of our hair for now. But the Norsemen do worship chaos, so
Emperor.
it's never great when they're doing well. Anyways, we're just going to go and walk over here to Grungberg. Helmut retreated over to Helmgart over here. We're not going to spend time chasing him down. We can have a whole town for almost nothing. In fact, in this scenario, we're doing so well, we're just going to hit the auto-resolve button. Almost assuredly taking more losses than we would have otherwise, but since we're planning on taking the town, our forces are going to have to sit here anyways, so we'll just let them rest for a turn.
Sources report that Middenheim is sending help to the secessionists in an effort to destabilize the Empire, intercept their reinforcements, and demonstrate to Todbringer that there is but one master of Reikland.
So, yeah, pretty much every time you finish a quest early on, you get a new one. This one is a very specific quest where you'll fight pre-constructed list of guys. Typically there will be reinforcements for them, events that happen over the course of it, unlike the regular battles that happen here.
Yet many evils still abound in this world. The Empire remains divided, and marauding greenskins still threaten your lands. Further afield, there are rumors of a dark force rising in the east, spreading the taint of undeath. You must remain vigilant.
Yep, that's actually a pretty good assessment of what's going on. So we do have that mission over there to go and battle in the Bloodpine Woods, but we're going to completely ignore that for a while. We're going to see if we can't take out the Empire Secessionists before we worry about anything else. Let's see, and because it's always such an issue, we'll go ahead and take Iron Disciplinarian. Make sure that the province comes to order. We have a public order problem here, but that's only because fighting happened. It'll go down, and the fact that we have soldiers and happiness buildings and an Iron Disciplinarian is going to help bring that back up. For now, though, we don't have anything to do, so we're going to take it to the next turn. Okay, so back to our turn again. A faction of greenskins has been destroyed, which is fine. Greenskins are the Warhammer way of saying orcs and goblins. And then also, Helmut has come back to raid our lands, which is kind of frustrating.
What?
So we're going to send the army out.
I'll send Schwartzhelm in my stead.
What? No, you won't.
Ulrich's will!
So we can't make it to him this turn, so this will just be a quick nothing turn. But we are going to try and talk to some of our neighbors and see if anybody wants to trade with us. Trade's a great way to get some income if you're a faction that allows it. So a good or neutral person for the most part.
Approach us, friend, and make your offer.
Hey there, Boris. You know that you're not going to be friendly with me, but how about we have a trade agreement? Heck, we could even have a military alliance. Yeah, how does that sound? That sounds great. It sounds so good. You should probably pay me money for it. I will demand the payments. Guy doesn't want to pay money for it. That could maybe work.
A fool's action.
Alright. We'll just go for the trade agreement, military access, and military alliance. There we go. Now we've got a friend. We got some extra income. It's always good to have a friend. Let's see if we can make some more deals like that.
Approach as friend and make your offer.
Yeah.
Empire's blessings, yes!
By Sigma's will, come in peace.
I don't know if I want a full alliance with you, because I might want your land at some point. But let's trade until then.
So be it.
Awesome.
The Empire.
Yeah.
Welcome, my countrymen.
I don't know if you're going to last long,
Empire's
but
blessings.
let's have
Yes.
a trade agreement about it.
Chap, welcome. How fares the Emperor in these dark times? I will.
This is going great. People love us.
What?
By Sigma's will, come in peace.
I will. My glacial majesty Katarina bids you welcome to Kislev.
That's cool, Dimitri. I know you're never going to trade with me.
Yes? Greetings on behalf of the Empire. Now what brings you here with a sheathed blade?
On behalf of the Empire, I am the Empire. Ah, whatever.
Indeed.
Alright, so we've actually been able to make friends with pretty much all the Empire provinces, which is, what you might expect the Emperor would be able to do. So that's going to make us pretty safe and allow us a lot of freedom just pursue our own projects, since we're allied with everybody around us except for these guys over here, Marienburg, which is good because I want their city. It's a really amazing port city. And the secessionists, who are always somebody to take out. And then we get lucky. If everything keeps going smooth, the vampires don't get uppity, and, you know, we take all these territories. We might even kick the orcs out of the hills. We'll see. For now, next turn. Helmut, where do you think you're going?
Pick up the pace.
We're going to go ahead and upgrade Grunberg. Get some clay kilns going. Or at least a clay pit. And a blacksmith. Yeah, I like the sound of that. You know, while we're at it,
Yes.
get some more
Unite
soldiers.
the provinces.
I could upgrade this. I'm going to pass for now, though. My plan is to make a new one of these over here, and I won't need that over there. I'll get rid of it to make space for other stuff.
Bring me to my men.
Okay. Skipped a turn there because not a lot was going on. But I've lost track
I'll
of
ignore
Helmut.
that. Ready.
He might be laying an ambush, I don't know, but I don't see him in my territory. So we're going to go ahead and march on Helmgart. Ah! He was ambushing me. Well, we'll just have to make the best of it. So I'm not 100% sure what happened here. I was almost positive it said that he was ambushing me, but apparently that's really not the case. We're having a straight battle.
Free company! And gunners! Free company!
Okay, So we're going to start the Free Company a little bit ahead of everything else. Start the Reiksguard far off to the side. And what are we going to do with these guys? I guess we'll keep them kind of towards the side.
Formation! March! Fire! Formation! March! No lingering! Sigma guides us! Moving now! Formation! March! Shoot them!
Alright, so they had a squad over here, kind of unfortunately for them, that our Free Company militia are going to do some work on. We have another squad over here that's going to come and try and support them, but if I'm lucky, we'll break these guys before they get in. We'll be able to kind of switch up. Yeah, here we go.
Moving now! In range!
So yeah, that went really well.
Company! All ranks fire! We obey!
Suppose we can't let this one victory derail the whole effort here, so
Taking position!
have to make sure we're keeping an eye out.
Shoot them! Militia!
Okay, that was really good. I am super psyched about things that went down there.
Take position!
Alright, well, while those guys are all getting into position, let's talk a little bit about terrain. So, there's trees about, right? Pretty much any sort of cover, forest, things like that is going to have an effect on large units that just don't fight as well in a forest, as well as they block the firing of ranged units. Not to say that it stops them from firing, just they won't fire as well. A lot of the projectiles will get blocked by the trees, which is, you know, pretty smart, cool feature, I guess.
Hand gunners! For the twin-tailed comet! For Helden Hammer!
Oh man, that's not what I was expecting.
Go! Free Company! Fire!
I got Helmut just out here.
Quickly! The Empire endures! Reiksguard Knights! Cavaliers! Attack the men! The Skull Splitter! Swordsman! We are Sigmar's heirs! Take position! March! Take the ground!
So it seems like we are pretty viciously outnumbered here. I think we're going to be okay though.
Swordsman! At speed! I will not stand idle! Attack! Reiksguard! Moving now!
gunners! Missiles will fly! Take them off! Ready for war!
For the Warhammer! For Ulthoff! Swordsmen! Attack! At speed! Yes, my lord! Moving!
Okay, so we got a lot of stuff going on in this battle.
Orders. Take the ground! In range! Yes, sir, quickly! At speed!
Crossbowmen! By Galmaraz! Hand gunners!
Alright, looks like some of our swordsmen from the other side have made it over
My
here.
subjects
Excellent timing on their part.
Reichland! No lingering! Taking position!
By Ulrich's wrath! Sigmar guide our fire! Crossbows ready, General! Powder dry!
Reichland! Yes, my lord! In the name of the twin-tailed comet!
Free company!
Quickly! We obey! Swordsmen! Prepare for combat! Yes, sir! Sir! Sigmar!
It'd be really great if our Reiksguard could get in on the enemy, but I just don't know if it's going to happen or not.
We obey!
That's okay. We'll make a second plan.
For the twin
Oh, looks like the Reiksguard did start getting in there. Awesome. They're having an immediate effect on them.
State troops ready!
Die, traitor! Take aim! Yes, sir! Quickly! At
shoot.
speed!
Karl Franz! Take the ground! Battle and blood await!
Spot us the target!
Moving now! Attack!
Let's see, what else is going on?
For Heldenhammer!
You guys are fighting Helmut. Great. You guys are chasing down archers.
Free
You guys can probably get around behind some of these guys. That'd be good.
Yes, my lord! Powder dry!
Crossbowmen! Launch! Hand gunners! Go! No lingering! By the comet! Lucas's head flew by me!
The Empire endures!
Yes, my lord!
Swordsmen!
Sigma!
To battle!
Where are Reiksguard up to? I guess they chased some guys off the battlefield. We'll be back over here to support this group of beleaguered swordsmen, though it doesn't look like they need it. Alright, all told, that was a pretty crushing victory on our end. They had quite a few more guys than us, but good tactics and, you know, a few well-chosen units, or just good units that we happen to have. Really pulled a lot of weight, took a lot of them out, forced them to retreat. We actually get 13% of our casualties back, which is pretty darn good. Now, equally unfortunate for them is the fact that they didn't actually stop us from marching on Helmgart, and they've already battled once, and if you've lost a battle and you have to fight again, losing another time will just straight up kill you. Their units are heavily depleted, and ours are slightly refreshed. So we're actually going to go ahead and auto-resolve and just wipe them all. Well, that was really great for us, actually. Took out both of their armies. And now they just have Eilhart left, which will march on soon. And while I was planning on getting one of these over at Grunberg, you know, Helmgart has one already, so I'll just use that one. We'll destroy this one in the meantime. Get ready to build something else there.
Summon
Karl
the
Franz
Elector Counts!
Oh my, he really leveled up a bunch there. Yeah, we'll keep him on the ground for now. I do have the ability to get him a warhorse next time he levels up, which I may or may not do. I really do enjoy the prowess that a infantry commander has. They're able to fight units forever. Whereas a warhorse is great for its speed, mobility, ability to get where it needs to be, get out of trouble if you need it, and charge bonus. It's weaker in almost every other regard, so sometimes I hold off on it. And I believe that's going to be everything we need for the turn, so here we go.
The Empire!
Alright, so our units aren't perfectly rested up, but Eilhart only has 6 units defending it, so yeah, that'll be a good way to wrap up. We'll just take out Eilhart.
Attack!
And that's the Reikland. So we got our biggest nemesis out of the way. Bunch of levels for good old Karl here. So let's get Fervent. Looks like our blacksmith finished, which means that we can start working on research. For the Empire, you have to get buildings first, then you can do research out of them. Some places you just get to do research from the start. Some places you need to achieve certain things before you can start research. For now, though, we're going to improve our armor for non-greatsword units, which is most of our guys. We're also going to be able to get a livestock pen there. Not really sure what else I want at this point. I guess the stables would be cool. And let's think of... Actually, you know what? To start, we'll have a fields. We have a lot of growth. It means we can increase our population quicker, and population is a resource used to upgrade cities. So the faster we can get that, the better. Now that we also own the province, we'll be able to get a commandment in place. We could either host Feastag, which gives us +4 to our public order, and our public order is not great, though that's partially just because of the fighting that's been going on. We can get Sigmarite Dogma, which pretty much has the Cult of Sigmar do extra work, so assassins have less chance, heroes have less chance of doing stuff against me, and it'll keep the untainted levels high here. We could have Imperial Taxation, where we just make more money off of places. It says 5%, but honestly 5% is typically what we collect in the taxes anyways, so that's nearly doubling it. We have the Council of Burgomeisters. Actually, we probably will have the Council of Burgomeisters because it'll increase our trade, which we're doing, well, we're doing some of. We get almost as much in taxes as we do in trade right now. And also it increases our growth, which we love at the beginning. Or we can have a state troop levy, where we can recruit more stuff. Like I said, Council of Burgomeisters is going to fit us better. It'll give us a little bit more money, and it will increase our growth by a decent amount. so we can get our cities upgraded pretty quickly. Let's see.
By the comet!
That doesn't seem right. I'm sure they have another army marauding out somewhere. Anyways, in the meantime though, I think this is where we're going to finish up this first video. We've taken the Reikland, solid 7 turns. Things are going well as far as building up new stuff. We've got money at least. Not a huge income, but money. Our army's looking pretty good. These troops will be back to good in no time. You know, let's throw in a couple more guys.
Yes, to unite the provinces.
Yeah, you know, that's smart, Karl. Got to unite the provinces. So now we've got a big stonking army. We'll be able to go after Marienburg next time, though I do suspect they have another much larger army lurking around somewhere in this area. Anyhow, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw, and we'll catch you next time. Have a good night.